What's going on, everybody? Chris Cannon here. Today we're going to take another look at the Dimarzio PAF Master. So today we're going to do another look at the PAF Master by Dimarzio pickups. My previous video, if you go there and see it, you can see I get all intense and weird for some reason and screw up my lines and say the word again all intense for some reason. I don't know. There's no script in this world of my videos here. In the previous demo, I used my Solar T 1.6C. I obviously have a different guitar here. This is a Schecter Nick Johnson Strat, which I've upgraded several things, all the pickups, of course, and some of the electronics. So I wasn't really going to do this demo because technically, in theory, all guitars sound the same for the tone wood debate, especially solid bodies. I should clarify that one. Solid body guitars, in theory, sound all the same. So it may not sound any different than the previous demo, but it kind of will because I am using, for this one, we're going to go back to my Boss Katana, the Mach 2 one. They had a pretty big update over the summer, and I just recently updated that thing because I've been using ore jams pretty much almost exclusively since I bought them. So you kind of gotta maybe get two demos in one here. I may go into further depth in this one because in the update for this, it has a new part where you can actually adjust microphones. So that might be kind of cool. But back to this thing. Since in the previous video I only went over a few specs, let's go over a little more details here. So, PAF Master originally came out in 2014, has a resistance of 7.69 kilo ohms, 4 conductor wiring, and then parentheses it says 1 conductor optional. I don't know what that means, but that's kind of cool. Let's see here. Recommended for bridge, but can also be used in the neck. Let's see, the EQ, bass 2.5, low mid 4.5, high mid 4.5, treble 4.5. I think the previous one, it was like 3, 5.5. It was not this. Dimarzio kind of updated their website to have this more, I don't know, it seems to be more information when it comes to the EQ. An output of 278 makes this a vintage output. And yes, it is not a screamer. If you compare this to like a Deactivator or an Evolution or even a Seymour Knock Black Winter, the volume is not going to be up to that level, which makes it for an interesting pickup because since it is a little more backed off, you can actually crank a ton of gain through this and still hear almost every single note, which we'll get to in a minute. So, what else can I talk about it? It's one of my favorite pickups. I was inspired by Gojira to buy this, even though they have I should say the main singer guy, I forget his name. He has his own Fortitude. I need something that was a little less in the low end, maybe even the volume, because in Blue Jay and the Pigeons, the saying around the Pigeon Coop is modern meets vintage, and this is a modern take on a vintage PAF, so it makes sense for me to get this. So the demo's going to be quick. We're going katana head straight into the interface. I'll bounce through clean, heavy gain, and then solo, so you can hear how clean this pickup works. So Merry Christmas. Christmas Eve is tomorrow. Today's the 23rd. So Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for watching this video. Hit subscribe and that bell.
Thank